Guys, welcome back. It's a Sabbath, so it's the perfect day to open perfect order. And the reason it's the perfect day is because God has created perfect order in this world. I know, what a transition, right? And part of that perfect order is resting. That looks like pausing one of the days of your week from work and cease striving. I think that's a simplest way of putting it. Ceasing your striving from whatever it is you're chasing after and just enjoying God and your family, or just quiet and napping, nature, whatever that looks like. We're looking for the Meowth EX. It's like $200. I think the art's just cool. These packs are going downhill. But yes, Sabbath rest. You might argue with me, say, that's no longer needed. That's not necessary. Listen, guys, I think it's quite simple. If you go to a carnival, right, and you ride a ride, one of those big crazier rides, and I don't know if it's illegal or not to not wear a seatbelt, but you want to wear a seatbelt. Why? Because you're gonna feel safe that you are using the the ride as it should be used, and you're just gonna enjoy it more because you have that peace of mind. I think in the same way, God has ordered this world in a certain way, and if we live according to that way, our lives are just gonna be better. So you could argue all day whether or not, oh, the Sabbath isn't in the law anymore, us Christians don't have to follow it. The Christians that I know who are producing the most fruit in their life are having a Sabbath rest. And I'm not saying that's definite proof of the fact that we should be doing it, but I'm saying that there's evidence that supports the goodness of it. Christians want to be fruitful. Christians want to, well, I hope they want to be fruitful. I hope they want to obey the commands of God, not out of fear, but out of knowing that God loves you and you love him back and you want to do what he tells us to do. We wouldn't argue about things. Look at this pack. Look at this thing. When we look at like the other commands, like the Big Ten, so what is on my, you guys see that? You guys didn't tell me about that? What's going on? It's my eyelash just looking big in the light, but we wouldn't talk about the Big Ten like this in the sense of like, well, we're under a new covenant, therefore we can murder. Or like, we're under a new covenant, therefore we can, I don't know, commit adultery. And you're like, it's not the same. Jesus is our rest. Guys, before there were laws, before God gave us laws, right, commands, he created the world and then he rested, right? So consider that. Anyways, guys, you're like, am I here to see you do cards or what? Guys, you see that all day on your reels. Nothing. I'm not getting nothing. If I get the Meowth or something cool, I'm gonna show you. It's like, I'm out of here. All right, I'll show you some cards. Opening these terribly. I hear that no one wants these packs, and must be the reason that I got some. Not too many. Let's see what we got here. Scissors just makes life easier. I don't know why all streamers don't use this, but streamers. I'm not a streamer. Am I? I'm not a streamer, but I guess some of them are just like super skilled. You ever see those guys opening packs in like 1 second, just going right to the end and just like having a great card. Man, I would like just like one hit, but we're getting nothing, guys. Holy cow. We got 2 energies in a row. Talk about unlucky. You got the telepathic energy and you got basic energy. Dang. All right, we got a couple more, so bear with me. I was at Costco yesterday and there's an old lady behind me, and she was like probably mid-70s, and just started chatting a bit and see scissors. And then we were talking about the weather as strangers talk about it. And then some way or another, she was telling me, yeah, the government controls the weather because we're overpopulated and they're just trying to kill us. It's like, man, people really do believe the craziest things. Comment your favorite conspiracy theory down below. I don't know if I actually want to hear something like that, but just the other day, I saw this one guy. Guys, Rock Energy and Basic Energy. If you have seen a worse opening, not in the sense of me, because you probably haven't seen worse opening that way, but card-wise, gosh, let me know. There's absolutely nothing in it. We got one more after this one. Holy cow. But, all right. We're hoping for something good. My buddy Nate, I saw him, he pulled some good cards from this. So two, a Clefairy, and then like the trainer, the cool art of it. Oh, sick, we got our first hit. Our only hit, for sure. But it looks awesome. Look at that. That is a great looking card. It's an over number, 095 out of 88. Man, this looks like this is definitely a collection that someone can get their master set in if you're into that stuff. If I was gonna do a master set, well, I wouldn't do a master set. What I was gonna say is I would just want to collect like the SIRs and the IRs, you know, like. But that card's cool. Meow it, come on. It's sick. The art is sick. Speaking of, this guy's teeth is just like mine. Look at that. Look at that gap. It's crazy. That's why I relate to this character. Plus, it's like, are there any other talking Pokemon? Are there any people that talk more than me? But from my understanding, this might be the only talking Pokemon. They did a good job with him, huh? Does this Evolutions talk? Yeah. Answer me that. Is it crispy? Let's see. Guys, what are the odds? The other, I got another hit. What the heck? I guess we got two of those. Cool. Well, thanks for listening to me. Peace.